Hello Pisces, so I'm doing your reading for the month of July 2025. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy, okay? So, while I'm sorting out your deck, Pisces, I really want to quickly mention Otter Spirit and to say a huge thank you to Otter Spirit as well, because they provided all of these beautiful bracelets as gifts for our viewers and our subscribers as giveaways. So the list of the winners are on my community page here on YouTube, okay? So make sure that after this reading you go check out my community page and just check to see if your name is on the list of the winners. Now, Otter Spirit, they are an absolutely beautiful brand, and they also made these bracelets that I'm wearing as well. And every single bracelet is infused with intention, and honestly they have become such a grounding and heart-opening part of my practice. So on their website you will find special collections such as the Love Pack, the Self-Love Pack, Protection Pack, Prosperity as well. And every single bracelet is crafted to support emotional connection and healing, okay? You can use my code PhoenixTarot20 on their website for a sweet little gift for yourself at the checkout, because you do deserve something magical too. So let's get into your reading, Pisces. Your first card that's coming out is the Eight of Autumn, which is the equivalent to the Eight of Pentacles or the Eight of Coins in traditional tarot. And it says for you to do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So Pisces, your attention is very much going to be drawn towards future stability and sustainability, okay? Now, in order to get there, it might require you honing your skills, learning something new, adding more skills and talents to your ever-expanding tool belt, as it were, okay? So they're saying here that you could be drawn towards online seminars and online research, furthering your studies in some way, shape or form, and that is going to lay the solid groundwork for your future. Now, your strongest overall energy is this one here, the King of Summer. So that one would be the King of Wands. I had to think there. Honourable, devoted, mature and warm-hearted. No, it's the King of Cups. This one is the King of Cups. A romantic partner that you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or a creative endeavour. So, for those Pisceans who are currently looking for love or looking to improve their current relationship, again, take it as it resonates. It looks very promising this month, okay? It indicates to me that there is going to be a lot of heart-to-heart conversations where that connection towards each other is growing from strength to strength. For our single Pisceans, it indicates that there is a romantic partner that's coming in for you and that you can trust this love that's coming in, okay? You could also be receiving advice from a close friend, a confidant, someone who genuinely does want the best for you, okay? So that there's nothing dodgy that's going on here behind the advice that this individual's giving to you, because it is coming from the heart. You could be giving your advice to someone else here also, because again, it's a general read, okay? Giving them good, solid advice, and it looks like they will follow it. They will. Maybe there's some sort of collective project here that's also on the cards for some of our super crafty and creative Pisces. So you're going to be putting your creative skills to good use, and I'm seeing putting it towards a good cause as well. So perhaps some sort of charity work here, a charitable endeavour. That's the ice cream van. Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to run out and flag him down. I need to be good though. It's just been so hot and humid all day, so an ice cream right now, it sounds absolutely fantastic. Right, so let's clarify this 8 of Autumn before we move on to your internal energies, your blind spot, what it is that's working against you and what is working for you. Okay, right, so let's clarify this 8 of Autumn about the education and the seminars, building up towards a long-term successful future here. Okay, so yeah, you might see yourself having to leave a situation. I wanted to say abandon something here. Okay, so I mean, it's quite a loaded word, you know. If you're abandoning something, it means that you're giving up. But here's the thing, maybe you do need to give something up here, because it's come out with the Queen of Cups as well. You've also got the Chariot, the Four of Swords, and the Lovers. Yeah, so you're leaving one situation and you're pretty much almost immediately starting something brand new here. Things are moving really quickly for you, Pisces. It could also be you making quick career moves and quick career decisions, with that being the 8 of Autumn. And do keep in mind that the message of Autumn carries with it, what is it that you need to surrender, what is it that you need to release and let go of, okay? And there is that emotional decision here that's being made, Pisces, from you. Do you know what? Yeah, I do need to let that, I don't know, that dead-end job go, or I need to leave that person, I need to leave the relationship with that person because it's not working, okay? Whatever it is, you know the reasons behind why you have to surrender, release, and walk away from a situation that's not congruent to your future plans, right? You're leaving something that is dead end in favor for a situation that's gonna grow, okay? Like, that is the energy of a lot of growth. And it shows a lot of emotional maturity as well. When you can surrender something, it does show a lot of emotional maturity. And then we've got your Four of Swords with the Lovers. So you are likely going to be teaming up with another person this month, Pisces, okay? Working with someone, or someone at your work falling in love with you, or you falling in love with someone at your work. Again, take it as it resonates. But there are feelings that are developing here, and it's to do with your work or your education. It's within that sort of sector of your life. It could also be saying that you will be finding work that you love. You will be doing what you love while earning a living from that, which is a really, really blessed situation to be in, because not everybody loves their work, right? When you speak to most people will tell you, well, do you know what, I'd rather not work at all, but if I have to, I'd rather do something that I actually love, that I actually enjoy, instead of it being a drag, right? You've got something really positive and beautiful to look forward to here, because this energy is like a project, a job, or a relationship that fills you with this sense of, I'm excited to wake up in the morning, I'm excited to get this done, I'm excited to do this, right? Which is a feeling that most people at the moment don't have, okay? So definitely, yeah, really, really positive energies here, Pisces. But the situation is, you do need to surrender something or someone in order to attain that. Okay, so your internal energies, the Ten of Spring. Okay, so this one's fire energy, the Ten of Fire, or the Ten of Wands, right? It says to ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yeah, so internally, you know that it's time to start delegating, It could be in the form of telling people, look, here's your list of stuff that you need to do. I've got my list here. This is your job. This bit's my job. That sort of delegation. It could just be making sure that everyone within the home is pulling their weight as well, you know, because there does feel like there's a lot of pressure on you, and you're definitely feeling that pressure at the moment because it's the Ten of Spring in your internal energies. You're feeling that weight, you're feeling that pressure. Yeah, look, Five of Pentacles, and that one's coming out squiffy. Okay. It's lack energy, so feeling like you cannot attempt the things that you're wanting to do, that you can't focus on your studies, or you can't focus on what you're supposed to be focused on right now because there's too much of everything else that's going on. And so feeling like you're missing out because of these other responsibilities that you're having to do at the moment. What else? Thank you. Yeah, justice. So the right thing to do, the right and the fair thing to do here, Pisces, is definitely to delegate. Okay. Justice, that's a fair and equal balance for everyone. A good result, a balanced result. Can you tell us more about justice? You could be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, a Cancerian. You could be, but you don't have to be. Look. The Ten of Swords. So there feels like there's a bit of an ultimatum here that's going on, Pisces. You might have to deliver an ultimatum of, look, if you all are going to continue to be selfish and not let me do what I need to do, then I'm going to have to end this situation because it's not right. It's not fair. You're ensuring that the scales are balanced out here. You're no longer going to put up with individuals taking the piss out of you, basically, and expecting for you to do more than your fair share. Here's the thing, because, again, internal energies, it is coming across as you're being a bit hard done by at the moment in your feelings. Well, let's be honest, you kind of are being hard done to at the moment. You really are. That Ten of Spring, it tells me everything that I need to know, right? And the fact that you're not able to focus on your studies or your job, your career, or your craft, or your long-term plans, whatever this is, because you keep having to do everything else for everyone else, right? And you're being told, well, that's what you're needing to surrender. That's what you're needing to release. You need to let those other people just get on with it, okay? Because you can't do it anymore, and you're not going to do it anymore. So whatever their response is going to be, they're going to have to just suck it up, okay? They're going to have to. In your blind spot is the Prince of Summer. And this one says, romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So this is going to be a bit of an emotional roller coaster for you guys then. Because especially with this being in your blind spot, you might have recently have gone through a breakup here. Right? And then finding yourself unexpectedly catching feelings for someone else. And also see with that being a dandelion, blow it and make a wish, okay? Is wish fulfillment. Your wishes are being granted here when it comes down to anything that triggers an emotional response from within you. And that's in your blind spot, okay? Because you're not expecting any sort of good news this month. Not really. You're not expecting any good turn of events. Not really. But nonetheless, that's exactly what you're receiving. Now, I do feel strongly here, Pisces, that someone is catching feelings for you and they're falling for you really heavy, really, really fast, okay? Because I'm picking up on a lot of anxiety from someone that I'm not entirely convinced that it's coming from you, Pisces. The reason why I say that is because your energy here is mostly focused on practical stuff, okay, rather than romantic stuff. So I'm feeling a lot of anxiety from someone who is unexpectedly falling for you. Can you tell us more about this Princess Summer for Pisces blind spot? Okay, the Six of Wands off center. I'm not feeling that you've done anything to encourage attention towards yourself with that Six of Wands coming out squiffy. So you've certainly not done anything that I don't know how to explain it, that would encourage this person's romantic attention, right? You got the Tower, yeah, and the Two of Cups, the Tower and the Two of Cups. So this energy has also recently just split from someone. Maybe it is a bit too soon. Okay, there certainly does need to be a bit of a healing space in between partners here. I feel strongly that someone has recently just come out of a long-term commitment, or they've just recently finalized a divorce here. Okay, because the energy on both sides of the table, and again, this is your blind spot, it feels very much like neither of you were looking for love, and yet, lo and behold, you find it. So there's definitely unexpected romantic energies that's coming through. And I feel, Pisces, that this individual, whoever they are, that they're going to approach you, okay? Can you tell us more about this Tower? Tell us, thank you. I think that one's reversed. Oh, it isn't. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. Beautiful. Take your time. Take your time. There is no rush, okay? Also, Pisces, there's a little bit of a side message here as well. For those where you're not dealing with someone new, you're dealing with someone who's always had a bit of a thing for you. Their energy is saying that they've been waiting the longest time for you to leave that other person that you were with. Okay, they actually used a swear word about them. Okay, they're saying, I've waited so long for you to leave that, let's just say, turd. Okay, man or woman, doesn't matter. But apparently they've waited so long for you to see the light, for you to realize that you were being taken advantage of. Because that's slow moving energy. That's someone who's in it for a long time. Not just a good time, but for a long time. Like the good time too. You know, it's not an energy that's going to do a hit and run. Yeah, Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. A loss. A loss. While you're processing this loss, you've got this energy here that's trying to be sensitive and patient to your needs. They don't want to come across as being a sleaze. Okay. What's currently working against you at this time? The Eight of Spring. Stress that comes from having many things happening all at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. That's working against you. So they're saying here, Pisces, don't make any sudden changes. You've got to really take your time with every decision that you make this month. Because if you make any quick decisions, then the changes that those choices bring is going to be really, really jarring. Really jarring. And it'll put you on edge quite significantly. which obviously you don't want to do, okay, because it's what's working against you. You are doing far too much at this time, Pisces. See, I knew that energy of you feeling a bit down in the dumps and, you know, a bit hard done to, I knew that wasn't coming from a place of just, oh, woe is me, you know, everyone feels sorry for me, everyone feel, but like, I knew it wasn't coming from that kind of place. I knew that it was coming from a space of, actually, it's fucking true. You're feeling that way because it's real, because it's true. You do have too much going on at the moment, and there is a lack of support here. It's not you just sitting there feeling bad or feeling sorry for yourself. Like, you're entitled to feel that way. You're under a lot of pressure, but what they're saying here is try not to stay in that energy for too long, because there are solutions available to you, okay? And the solutions are the other people involved have to pick up their slack. They've got to pick up their own slack, okay? Tell us more about this Eight of Spring for what's working against Pisces. That one's squiffy. Indecisiveness is also what's working against you at this time, Pisces, with the Two of Swords coming out off center. It's like you're afraid to say something. It's like you don't want to offend anybody by telling them, look, I can't do all of this. You're going to have to do some of this. Okay? You're not going to offend anybody, Pisces. You've got to drop a few truth bombs. It really is as simple as that. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, that's someone who attracts what they need in their life, right? In its negative connotations, which as something that's working against you would be considered negative, a Queen of Wands in the negative aspects would be someone who chases. So you don't have to chase anyone or anything, okay? Focus more on that attraction energy. And here's the thing as well, you don't actually realize that you're very charismatic. And because you don't realize you're charismatic and magnetic, you're not really utilizing it. Okay? You should definitely utilize that a lot more. And there's something here to do as well with your physical looks. Judging yourself far too harshly, far too negatively, and they're saying incorrectly about how you look and how attractive you are. They're saying that you're incredibly attractive. Again, whether you're a man or a woman, you are incredibly attractive, and your energy needs to speak more for you. Some of you guys don't even realize exactly how beautiful or how handsome you actually are, and that's working against you too, because they're saying you could literally have anybody that you wanted. And yet, for some reason, you keep choosing these individuals who end up just taking advantage of you and using you. Okay, there's something here to do with your worth, how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself. How you feel about yourself is impacting the quality of partners that you've been choosing for yourself. Right? It's because you don't see in the mirror, you don't see what it is that other people see. Okay? It's like someone here has incorrectly classified themselves as being someone of low value, when in actual fact they are of high value. So just a little bit of a side message there. I know not everything's about looks, it really isn't. But, you know, if someone knows that they look great, they're going to move with confidence, aren't they? Not arrogance, confidence. So start moving with confidence, Pisces. Okay, right, what is working for you? The Four of Spring. Be grateful you have so much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. Yeah, so that's what's working for you. Four of Spring, that's the Four of Wands, right? That's a solid foundation. It's reaching really important milestones in your life, and in this deck it's being able to share those important milestones with your nearest and dearest. Okay, sharing those milestones with an important person in your life. Okay, you've got a lot to celebrate here. You've got a lot to celebrate that's coming in for you. a newfound sense of security also, with that being the Four of Spring. Wow. The fact that you're determined to come out of this depression, this unhappiness, the fact that you're determined to put the work in towards your healing, that's working for you. What else? Also, they're saying the fact that you recognized that you were heading off in the wrong direction, okay? It feels like you've corrected your course of action here, or you will be. You will be correcting your course of action, because it's kind of like you can feel yourself slipping and falling further and further down this downward spiral. You recognize it and then you quickly course correct, because you realized that you were on the wrong track, or you were heading towards something a bit bad there. Yeah, the Five of Swords, you see. What's working for you, you're cutting something off before it begins. Because you can see that the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall. Look, another Four of Wands with the moon. And then you've got Strength at the bottom of that deck, which is retaining your integrity while being under pressure. Not falling for the bullies, not falling for the bully tactics. Because this Five of Swords, that's all about someone who has to win at all costs. It can be someone who's like abusive, a bully. Okay? It's like you saw someone's true colours before the situation got any more serious. I love the fact that you've got the Four of Wands that's come out twice. It's absolutely incredible. And the moon. So this is one of your cards. I know that the moon is the ruler of Cancerians, but this is a tarot deck. So this moon, this is one of your cards, Pisces. This is you protecting your home, your family, your security, your foundation. Feeling really strongly about it as well. Achieving beautiful, beautiful things here with a partner, with someone that you're going to share the rest of your life with. Obviously, it's not whoever this one is that's making you miserable at the moment. It's not with that energy. I need to get another card. Was this Four of Wands and the moon for Pisces, please? This is Four of Wands and the moon. Okay. What's that one? The Knight of Wands off centre. You definitely course corrected at the right time here, Pisces. Well, someone did. Someone did. If it wasn't you, then it was someone else that you were dealing with. It's like they might have been tempted to believe that the grass was greener on the other side, and then they realised at the last moment, actually, no, it's not. Because we've got someone who was super, super, super close to sabotaging their entire future here for like a quick fix, a quick fling, a quick sense of like instant gratification, you know, something that's not long lasting. So, someone stopped themselves from acting on impulse here. They stopped themselves at the last minute. I don't know if that was you or if that was someone else that you're dealing with, Pisces. Someone did. Someone did stop themselves. Tell us more, Pisces. Again, not going to resonate for everyone, okay? Don't make anything fit. Yeah, the Devil. The Devil, Death, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. There was definitely temptation here. Someone realised that they were being tempted. It could also be feeling tempted by like a past addiction. Any kind of addiction. Okay? Anything can be an addiction. But they've stopped themselves That temptation was definitely there. There's no question. There's no question. Look how close they came. You can see that rope, how that rope is almost entirely cut through. They came so close. And then they realized, well, what was important, what was real. There's some sort of reality check here that kicked in with these two queens, Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. What's under there? The Lovers. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you've had the Lovers that's come out a couple of times as well. I feel like someone's probably come super, super close to cheating on their partner here. And they realized what a huge mistake that would have been. So you've had the Lovers that's come out twice. You've had the Four of Wands that's come out twice. You got someone staying in their integrity. I mean, Pisces, this could well be you. You could be going through a temporary rough patch at the moment. And then someone else basically propositioning you, and you might almost fall for it. You might almost go for it. But then at the last minute, you're like, no, I'm not doing this. That's very much how this energy feels. It's like someone almost they came so close to not acting in their own integrity. But they had the strength and the courage to stop. Okay, can we have a healing message for Pisces? A bit of a strange message. If you've made it this far into the reading, thank you very much. I definitely would appreciate you sending me some love on my little clicky click buttons below, Pisces, especially considering that this is your own channel as well. It would be absolutely wonderful if you could support your own channel, okay? It helps to push out the message to other Pisceans that might need to hear it as well. So even if it didn't resonate for you, okay, maybe there's a Pisces out there that does need to hear this, okay? Your healing message, Blue Snowball, Patience. Why did my brain go someplace else then? Why did my brain go to blue balls? Given the context of the read, yeah, like that would check out, wouldn't it? Anyway. That's insane. Number 40. Let me see. Okay, Blue Snowball. Patience. Wait and see as you're not seeing the full picture. Develop patience. It'll take time to develop mastery. Patience enables you to make better decisions with more information. Go deeper. Some things are worth having take time. Okay, so there is no instant gratification here, right? It says, in our fast-moving world, patience is becoming a lost art. Yeah, ain't that true? Everyone wants things instantly now, yesterday. Delayed gratification is no longer something that we value. Yeah. Consider how long it takes having to write, design, to publish any sort of work, and then for it to end up in a shelf in a bookstore, often some years. Some cannot believe it. Why would you do what you do when it is such a long process? But sometimes the good things, the big things, they take time to form and time to develop, yeah. Many cultures that have snow as an element in their environment have stories about slow forming of snow and the various kinds of snow. Snowflakes are small and fragile, yet if you wait long enough, each flake becomes part of a whole that can be heavy, powerful, and strong. Yeah. Think of a snowball made of thousands of individual snowflakes, light and weightless, yet place pressure on them and form them into a ball, and then you have something that's entirely radically different. Yeah, and then your affirmation with this one is, I am patient and I can see my goals through to the end. Yeah. So that's like the accumulative effects of everything that you're doing right now. Okay, it does have accumulative effects. So be patient. There is no instant gratification. And that's a particularly potent message for anyone who has been struggling with some sort of temptations. Either temptations through substances or through like another person. Okay, what else for Pisces, please? What else for Pisces? When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. So let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. Okay? So no comparisons. Right? No comparisons. The past is over for a good reason, okay? Do not allow your past to limit what potential your future has in any capacity. What else for Pisces, please? What else for Pisces? Oh, am I clear on what my soul really wants? So take out the shoulds and the limitations, get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Today's soul action, ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? And then take one step in that direction. Yeah, so you already know what's good for you. You already know what's healthy for you. You already know what it is that your heart and your soul is wanting. Okay. So start taking steps in the direction of what it is that your soul is wanting you to do. Okay, so let's get you a card from the shitty deck. What else for Pisces, please? Wow, that was a nice big jump. Always keep shit moving, and by not giving a shit what other people think of you. Do what you do for you, always. Yeah. Yeah, put the opinions of others, like, just chuck it over your shoulder, okay? The opinions of others, it's none of your business anyway, okay? You've got to live your life, right? It is what it is. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. Don't forget to like the video if you did like it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Support your own channel. That would be absolutely amazing. For personal readings, I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below, along with the link for Otter Spirit and for their discount code as well. Yeah, don't forget to check out the community post on, well, I suppose I should do the same community post across the 3 channels, shouldn't I, really? Because the winners were picked from across 3 channels. So yeah, there will be a community post on your channel as well, Pisces. So go check that out. See if your name is on that list. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.